Hey, this is Rick Terrio, your Maine real estate guide. I've just pulled up a stump on the shores of Turkey Tail Lake in T4 Indian Purchase. I know that's kind of a funky name, but we got a lot of those funky names out here in the middle of the Maine wilderness. What I'm bringing to market for you today, folks, is a quintessential Maine lakeside cottage built in the 60s. Got great bones, it's in great condition. It's on 1.3 surveyed acres of Peninsula. You own the whole peninsula, so there's nobody to the left of you, nobody to the right of you, and over 900 feet of frontage on Turkey Tail Lake. Turkey Tail Lake is a warm water fishery. It's a relatively shallow body of water, very few cottages on it, but Turkey Tail Lake is connected to Middle Joe Mary Lake, and Middle Joe Mary is connected to Upper and Lower Joe Mary Lakes. So collectively, you've got access to over 5,000 acres of cold water fishery. And even more so than that, if you're real adventurous, you can get from the Joe Mary chain into Pemmadumcook Lake. You want to do that with either a kayak or a small canoe, and you don't want to do it on a windy day, but you can have quite an adventure and paddle several miles and then come back in a kind of a circular fashion. But behind me you see Mount Katahdin. You have just a breathtaking view of the mountain here from this property. The cottage itself is about 822 square feet of living space. It's a 3-season cottage. It doesn't have any insulation, and this is an off-grid location, although it is wired. It does have some electrical lights, but you need to run a generator if you're going to do that. It uses lake-drawn water, but get this, folks, although it does have an outhouse for an emergency if the bathroom is occupied, but it's got a full bath and shower, so you've got all the modern conveniences and just a great location. So if you're looking for a place where at night the stars are so bright, you're like, where do those come from? Because you can't see them when you're close to town. There's no light pollution out here. You at times, when you look into the north, you will see the northern lights here because, again, there's no light pollution. And we do have them here in Maine from time to time when the solar activity is high. If you're looking for a place where the sound is of the wind blowing through the treetops, the mournful cry of the loon, or just the quiet splashing of the lake water, then this is your property. If you're looking for a place where you're going to have a bayliner and water skis, jet skis go by, this isn't your place. But if you're looking for peace and quiet in the Maine wilderness, let's go take a look at your property. So we're walking up to the camp from the end of the peninsula. Camp sits nice and high above the water, so you don't have to worry about flood insurance here. Never going to happen. So we're in the back side of the cottage, outside, where have an opportunity to have a fire pit. Picnic table probably ought to be replaced. She's seen better days, but they make them locally. Camp sits high. It's built on posts. It's been jacked and leveled. It's nice and tight. Doors work, windows work. It's in pretty decent shape. Again, it was built in the 60s. It's got vertical log. Siding looks to me to be cedar. It's got wooden floors. It sleeps 4 comfortably, and we'll check that out on the inside of the cottage. But you're surrounded by water on 3 sides. What a beautiful spot. I've walked down to the lake shore. This is location, again, you can see Mount Katahdin off in the distance, still snow covered. It was been cold here. It's mid-April, and we been blessed. Today's going to get up to about 60. Bright sunshine, blue skies, nice breeze, not an insect around. What a great time to be out in the wilderness. But anyway, right here is the water line. Again, the cottage uses lake drawn water for, you know, doing dishes, taking a shower, flushing the toilet. It is a pressurized system. We'll check all that out. Again, all the comforts of home, but none of the baggage. It's if you know, peace and quiet, no phones ringing, bright, clear night skies with beautiful stars, beautiful sunshine, nice breeze. Frequently visited by Maine moose. Speaking of moose, I tossed and turned all night last night, wondering whether or not I should share this bit of information with you, because I am a registered Maine master guide. We never tell people where we hunt and fish, but I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I've guided clients not too far from here that had moose permits, and we've taken trophy bulls right not too far from this property. And I take my bird dog, my GSP Blazer, bird hunting here in the fall, not too far from here. I'm not going to tell you exactly where, but I did drive by it on the way here today. So you'll have to scout around a little bit on your own, but I got you in the area. All right, so that's your main guide tip for today. Yeah, I'll probably see you in my favorite hunting spot, but oh well. So this area where I'm standing right here, and these steel pipes or posts are driven into the ground, are to keep people from parking on the septic tank. So again, got a 3-season cottage with a full bath, and the septic system was no small investment. It's quite an elaborate system. It's a chambered system. You get the tank here with the access to pump it out when you would ever need to do that. And if you're only using it infrequently, you may never have to, but the access is right there. But it's a chambered system with concrete chambers in the driveway, and you can park, you know, a 10-ton excavator on top of it, no problem. So you don't think you can't drive on it. It's designed to be driven on. The chambers are really deep. It's a gravity-fed system, and the tanks over there, so they are buried very deep. In this little building here is the pump and pressure tank for the water system. Got a big pressure tank and a jet pump here. So you pump water up from the lake into, you got a holding tank over here, and a pressure tank, so it is a pressurized system. You do need to run a small generator, and the plug-in to connect it is right here. So if you had a small 2,000 watt generator, that's probably more than you'd ever need. But you'd only need to run that when you're taking a shower or need to use a bit of water. So in a minute, we'll go inside. So we're inside the cottage, and it's an open concept. We're in the great room, I guess. You know, you sit here at the dining room table, enjoy an adult beverage in the evening or a cup of coffee in the morning. Maybe enjoy a catch of the day that you've prepared expertly here on this nice little gas stove, 4-burner stove with an oven. Again, you do have hot and cold running water here. Wood stove for heat. There's not much in the way of insulation here. I looked over the walls. It looks to be, you know, posted beam construction with log sided and V-match on the inside, but I don't think there's enough room for insulation. So it is a 3-season cottage. In the wintertime, you could use it. You just want to keep the wood stove going. And speaking of winter, the road that I drove in on coming here in the wintertime is a groomed ITS trail. So you have direct ITS trail access from here. Going up the stairs here, there's two twin beds up there. It's a sleeping loft, and you've got 2 built-ins down here, so this will comfortably sleep 4 adults. So stepping out here this was an addition at some point in time to main cabin. The main structure ends right here. This was added on, and so you get basically a 3-season porch, or sunroom here with pretty decent view of the lake around you. You could sit here and open the windows with just the screens and stay out of the bugs if it's a little buggy. But you've got a full bath in here, and here's your hot water tank. Use propane for that, and you use propane as well for the refrigeration. So a lot of Maine cottages and whatnot use very little electricity, and especially in these off-grid situations, because propane can be used for refrigeration, for cooking, and for heating. So make use of that. If you wanted to add some solar panels because you wanted to have some modern conveniences, you can do that, but you no need to. If you want the quintessential Maine experience. And speaking of that, if you were thinking about possibly trying before buying, you're like, that cottage sounds great, but geez, would we like that? Well, I can't rent you this, but located on Middle Joe Mary Lake, which is just on the other side of this island that separates Turkey Tail Lake from Middle Joe Mary, and so you can paddle right over there. But is Buckhorn Camps. Buckhorn Camps is a Maine sporting lodge that's been in business since the late 1800s, and they have cottages very similar to this: gas lights, wood stove, and they do have showers and toilets over there. But if you're wondering if you'd like that type of experience, why don't you give Buckhorn a call and book a vacation? Bring your family there, and if you like it, well, your next call should be to Rick Terrio, your Maine real estate guide, at area code 207-731-9902 before you miss out on this one.